Well, I'm afraid school is just out of the question for Kelly. My husband and I spoke to the doctors, and they think that she contracted a rare rainforest disease on her flight from Paris. Well, there were several biologists on the plane, and they had rare specimens from Africa. The least little leak, anyway, for now she's in quarantine, and we just don't know when she'll be strong enough to be up and about. But, well, thanks for your call, and my husband and I will try to figure out what we can do. Okay, bye-bye. Not bad. Who is that? Cassie. Who are you talking to? Now?
Yes, right now. I heard you talking when I came in, pretending to be me. Who are you talking to, Kelly?
Dad. Oh, Joey. You, said it was important?
Yes, it is. Come on in, sit down. I think you should hear this from me.
Hear what?
Well, it's about Dorian.
What about her? Dad, you know I'm finished with all that stuff, so there's nothing you can say that can change anything.
She's back, Joey. Dorian's at home.
Come on, Dorian. The police are probably holding her. Maybe they charged her with Victor Lord's murder again. Oh, she was so cocky, so full of herself. Finally. Dorian, where have you...
Mr. Vickers.
Carlotta.
Mrs. Lord isn't home, Mr. Vickers.
I noticed.
Then what are you doing here? How did you get in?
I have a key.
Why are you here?
Why am I here? Well, strange as it sounds, Carlotta, I guess this is home. I live here from now on.
I'd give more than a penny for your thoughts.
I'm sorry.
And all the time I've known you, Dorian, you've never been this quiet before.
I think you know why.
I sure hope I know why. It's been a day of surprises, hasn't it? From the moment you stepped in my office, it's been one surprise after another, and I really don't want any more. Especially not like that little announcement you made about David Vickers.
You mean about her getting married? Honestly, I don't know why everybody is so surprised. After all, we did run away to Spain together, didn't we? Once he and Tina were divorced, well, frankly, it was inevitable.
One heck of a legal maneuver. Not that that's going to save you.
It wasn't a maneuver. We got married for love, I told you.
Hank and Bo are in there right now with Vicky, and you're not married to her. And she's telling them that you confessed to her about killing her father. And once Hank gets his hands on that statement, he's going to reopen the case. Unless, of course, you know something that I don't.
All I have is my innocence and your expertise.
Temporarily.
Well, then I'll just have to keep my fingers crossed, won't I? And pray that Vicky does the right thing.
Okay, Vicky. Tell us everything that happened between you and Dorian the night she ran away from Landview.
Let's begin with the most important moment. Okay, the moment that Dorian told you that she killed your father.
In your own words, Vicky, tell us about Dorian's confession.
I'm afraid that just won't be possible.
Well, Vicky, you've already told Clint and me all about it. It was after the accident. That's one of the reasons we've been looking for Dorian so hard. Now, is it a memory thing?
Yeah, is it that you can't remember?
No, it's not a memory problem, no.
Well, then what?
Bo, I'm so sorry. I cannot give you the statement that you're looking for. I can't tell you what Dorian said when she made her supposed confession.
Supposed?
Oh, I just have to come right out and tell you the truth. Dorian never admitted to killing my father at all.
What?
Landview?
I'm afraid so.
With the letter she wrote me and the call to Cassie, I mean, she said she wasn't coming back.
Well, things change. People change. Dorian more than most.
Well, if Dorian's home, then it can't be by choice. It's got to be it. So the police picked her up, right?
Well, actually, she turned herself in, so I'm told. Your mother was here today when the police called from the station. And she's down there now giving her statement to Bo.
Is David with Dorian at the station?
Joey, I really don't...
Are they together? That's all I want to know, Dad. Does anyone know?
Well, I don't know if he went down to the station or not, but yes, they are together.
You're sure?
Vicky ran into him this afternoon, and he told her that they're married.
Who's married?
David and Dorian.
You want Vicky to do the right thing.
Of course.
Are we talking about the same thing? If Vicky does the right thing, you could end up back in prison, or worse.
No, if Vicky does the right thing, she's going to withdraw her accusation.
So bizarre. It really is. Here I am. I'm being conned one more time by Dorian.
Nora, I am not conning you.
You promised not to lie to me. You promised not to withhold vital information.
All right, I should have told you that David and I had gotten married. But Nora, I was afraid that you would jump to the wrong conclusion and that you wouldn't represent me. Oh, I know. This is just temporary.
Yes, but you didn't need representation, my goodness. I mean, for a non-lawyer, you're doing a pretty good job here, you know? I mean, now, the police, the prosecution, they can't have David Vickers testifying against his own beloved Mrs. Vickers.
I've told you, we got married for love. I love David, and David loves me.
Well, that doesn't matter anyway. Because all the prosecution needs to convict you is Vicky's statement.
Well, then, it's in Vicky's hands. All I can do is wait.
What are you doing? I mean, seriously, what are you doing? What have you got up your sleeve? You're doing something. You're planning something. You're way too calm, Dorian.
Well, how do you expect me to be? Look, Nora, I have faith. Faith in the truth. And I just have to believe that I've got nothing to fear. Not from Vicky.
Really?
Really. Because you see, I never told Vicky that I killed her father. She made that up.
What?
Well, you asked me why I'm behaving this way. It's because I have faith in Vicky. I never said one word that night about murdering anybody. And in the end, I have to believe that Vicky is not going to swear to a lie. No, not Vicky. Not even to punish me.
What are you saying, Vicky?
I'm telling the truth.
I made notes. Okay, it was right after Dorian disappeared. Clint and I were standing right there in the library at Land Fair. And you said, no doubt in my mind. Now, that's a quote. Look, right there. Dorian finally confessed.
I don't need to look at your notes, Bo.
You were sure, Vicky?
Yes. Yes, at that time, I was sure.
All right, then. What happened that made you change your mind?
Look, you have to understand that I had just been through a horrible, horrible night. I had argued terribly, dreadfully with Dorian.
About what? Vicky, look, just take your time. Let us walk through this with you again.
All right, we argued about Joey, about David, about a lifetime of things. Look, I was furious when I arrived there, and then it only got worse. We were at it from the minute I walked through the door. By the time I walked back out the door, I couldn't even think. And then I had the accident with the car.
You and Dorian have argued before, though. Why were you so upset, huh? I mean, she must have said something.
Well, I'm sure she did. She said lots of things. So did I. I was half crazy. And I think, given the stress that I was under and how angry I was, I think that in my mind, I heard Dorian say what I had wanted her to say for years. Oh, I've been over this conversation just 1,000 times. I think what happened is that what she probably said was something to the effect of, Father deserved to die, but not that she actually killed him.
I don't think so, Vicky. Memory doesn't work that way. It's more likely what you remembered first is the truth.
Yes, but Hank, I don't remember it. And I cannot, in good conscience, swear to something that I don't believe.
Hey, could you give us a minute or two here, please?
Whoa, there's nothing left to say.
I won't take that long.
Yeah, sure. I'll take about a 5. I need to move around on this old foot anyway.
Thanks, Hank.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't.
What's going on, Vicky?
What do you mean?
I mean, you changing your story like this. Now, you must have a reason.
Kelly, I'm not going to ask you again. Who was on the phone? And why were you pretending to be me? And what was that nonsense about somebody being ill?
Oh, that. Well, see, I had to pretend to be you, or they would have just kept calling and calling and calling.
Who would have?
The magazine subscription people.
Well, Andrew's a softie, so we take everything. But why? What? You told them somebody was ill?
And that the constant phone calls would disturb Kelly's sleep and to never call again.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess you showed them.
You really thought I was up to something, huh?
Well, yeah, but that's just to me, you know. Lately, I've just been...
I know. Yes. I mean, ever since Aunt Dorian got back, you've been a mess.
Uh-huh.
You were worried about her when she was missing. What happened between you two? I bet something wild went on when you saw her.
Well, Kelly, you have to know the history of my mother, me. And one of these days, I'll catch you up.
Well, I've got lots of stories that you don't know about me yet. I would trade you story for a story.
Well, yeah, I'll take you up on that one day. Come on, sweetie. Oh, let's go see who it is. Come on, come on. Let's see who it is, huh? Let's see who it is. Let's see. Tina.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were busy.
No, it's all right. It's all right. You remember my cousin, Kelly Kramer?
Hi. Hi. Nice to see you again. Yeah, Luna had mentioned that you moved here.
Yeah.
Do you have a minute? I really need to talk to you.
I can help. I'm a really good listener.
Well, you could help me. You know that? You can take River upstairs and lay him down. But if you sit with him right now, he'll close his
I'm
eyes.
not good with kids.
Well, you were great yesterday. Don't you want to get to know your new cousin?
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, but I will be right down.
Take your time, sweetie. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, honey, what's wrong?
You know, don't you? You heard the news?
Yes.
How could David have done this? I don't get it, Cassie. I just don't understand. How could he have married your mother?
I don't know.
Mr. Vickers, I don't mean to doubt your word.
Oh, no, no.
No, I have to ask you. Does Mrs. Lord know?
That I moved in, that I'm living here? Oh, yeah.
You've talked to her then?
Carlotta, she's back. She's in Landview. She's here.
Mrs. Lord, she's all right?
Yes.
Thank you. Madre de Dios, I've been so worried about her.
Well, she should be here any minute. You can give her a great big welcome home when she gets here.
I will.
And an extra big congratulations.
Yes, I will. What for? Something good happened?
Good? Yeah. She got married.
To young...
To me.
Oh, no. Mrs. Lord did not marry you. Mrs. Lord... Excuse me, I don't understand. From the times when you came here, things seemed very strained between you. I'm confused.
You are?
You and Mrs. Lord did not seem to be friends.
What? You're kidding. No, we're close. We've been close for a long time. I don't know how you got that impression.
Neither do I.
Well, go on, Carlotta. If you've got something to say, just say it. You're working for me now, too.
No, sir, it's nothing. I was just wondering, what about Mr. Buchanan, the young man, Joe?
What about him? Joey, along with everybody else in this town, will have to accept things the way that they are. Can't change what's already happened, now can you, Carlotta?
They're married?
That's right.
Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, I knew David and Dorian were lovers, and... Man, she is something else. You know, you never know what she's gonna do.
Joey, why don't you and I...
You know what, Dad? It's all right. Don't worry, I need a little fresh air. That's all, a little fresh air and I'll be great.
If I were in your place, I don't know if I'd want to be alone or not. I was planning to go down to the station and see how your mother's doing.
Well, go ahead.
But I don't really have to do that. So why don't you and I play hooky? Huh? We'll go to the country club, have a late dinner, maybe take in a movie.
No, thanks, Dad, you know.
Fine. We can stay here and talk.
No, Dad. Don't worry. I'll be fine, all right? I just need a little fresh air.
Look, Joey. Joey?
Oh, I'm sorry. I realize this must be so confusing for you. It certainly is for me, not to mention upsetting.
It's more than just upsetting. You see, Hank wasn't there, Vicki. I was. I wrote it all down.
But I wasn't myself after that night.
You convinced me and Clint.
Probably because I believed it myself at the time, but, Bo, I was suffering from a concussion. I had slept in a barn all night. I mean, emotionally, I was in 1,000 pieces. I was still reeling from Sloane's death, and then finding out that David wasn't really my brother. Gracious. Not to mention dredging up all those horrible old memories with Dorian. I was a mess, Bo, a mess. I guess I'm surprised that you didn't see it, that you wouldn't recognize the stress that I was under.
I think you got it right the first time.
But, Bo, be that as it may, I don't know that. And I can only tell the truth about what I believe.
All right. Look, before I let this go, I think there's something you should know. David Vickers and Dorian. They're married.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Are you? Good. Do you know what that means? We cannot make David testify. Not against his wife. And without him, our case rests very heavily on your statement.
What are you saying? What are you saying? You're going to drop all the charges against Dorian? She won't be put on trial again?
Go on. No, thank you. Go. I'm sorry to do this to you. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Don't apologize. I'm so glad that you're here.
It's just Luna is out of town. She's up at the ski lodge with Max. And I can't talk to Cord. I've been leaning on him so much, too much. I also thought you could help explain your mother.
Oh, well, I wish I could, but this whole thing has taken me by surprise, too.
I didn't see any of this coming.
Well, neither did I. But that's my own fault because my mother convinced me, and you know, I don't know why I always believe all her lies.
Mama convinced you of what? What did she lie to you about?
Joey Buchanan, I thought that she loved him. I honestly did.
Well, I thought David loved me. I didn't just think it, I knew it. I knew, Cassie, for God's sake, he married me.
I know, sweet. Sweet, I'm so sorry. I can't believe that David married my mother either.
How could he do this? Now, see, I keep doing it. I keep doing this to myself, and I keep doing it. How could I have ever fallen for somebody so cruel and so mean? What did I see in him?
Well, he's charming, you have to admit.
Yeah. He's charming, and he's nice, and he's sweet, and he's gorgeous. And I hate him. I just hate him.
Oh, sweetie, it's okay. It's okay. You just sit here with me. It's okay, all right? It's cried out of you. It's gonna be all right from now on. It's gonna be all right.
You mean that you don't have a good case without my sworn statement? Is that what you're saying? Dorian will go free?
That could happen. Now.
But what about the diary?
That's all we have now. If we can prove that that was falsified, then that's our last hope.
Bo, I still believe that she was responsible. You know that. I think she killed my father. But I can't do it. I cannot lie.
Okay. All right, thanks for coming down. Vicki, Hank will have to reevaluate the evidence, and then he'll have to reach a decision.
How long will that take?
I don't know. Why don't you wait outside, and then I'll let you know what he says, okay?
I feel awful.
You did what you had to do. Don't tell me. I tried, Hank. But she won't lie. And that's what she feels she would be doing.
You know what this does to our case against Dorian, don't you?
I've known Vicki a long time. As much as she may hate me, as much as she wants to see me punished for killing her father, which I did not do. Dorian. It's Vicki. Why don't you go talk to her? Excuse me.
Vicki? Nora, I think that Hank and Bo have something to tell you. All right. I will be right back. And while I'm gone, Dorian, please don't talk to anyone. And I mean anyone, Dorian.
Well, what happened?
What do you think? I did as I said I would.
No statement.
Oh, how could I possibly swear under oath? I was very confused that night. I'm not sure that you confessed to anything. They're not very happy about it. But then they'll have to learn to accept it.
Yes, they'll just have to, won't they?
Yes. Now, let's not forget why I recanted.
Oh. Trust me, I've kept my word so far. I married David Vickers.
Yes, you did. Remember, you don't say one single word about Victor Lord and his less than paternal behavior toward Victoria.
The secret of the abuse that Vicki suffered at the hands of her father will remain a secret.
Thank you.
And what about the diary?
Irene Manning's diary.
Vicki?
Clint.
What's this?
Clint, thank God you're here.
What happened?
Well, I came out of Hank's office, and there she was, and she came right at me saying awful things.
really. You two looked like you were...
Oh, no, she was awful. I was stunned. I was speechless. And I'm, of course, furious that I let her get at me the way she did. Well, thank heavens I don't have to listen to her anymore. You are absolutely amazing. Do you know that? Every time I need you, you're there. And this time in a most unlikely place. What brings you here?
Well, I thought you should know that I broke the news to Joey about...
Oh, her marriage. How did he take it?
Not well. He was hurting pretty bad when he left the office.
Poor boy. Thank you for telling me, and thank you so much for showing up when you did.
Well, how'd it go with Hank and Bo? I mean, did you give him your statement?
Well, I did. I did what I felt I had to do.
And? Did they give you any idea when they're planning to rearrest Dorian? Vicky?
You know, without Vicky's statement, things are a lot thinner.
Yeah, but now we know that David was lying.
Hey, he's married to Dorian. He can't be forced to testify. I said no interruptions.
I read fast, Hank.
Hey, Red.
Read?
Yeah, can I have a copy, please? Well, I am Dorian's attorney, at least for the time being, and I get to have a copy. Vicky's statement, hello? What's going on?
What makes you think anything's going on?
Are you going to arrest Dorian based on what Vicky said?
Look, honey.
Vicky didn't incriminate Dorian, did she?
Listen, Counselor, we're going to have to get back to you on that one.
No,
right?
I don't think so, Mr. District Attorney. You see, if there's a statement, then I get a copy. And if you're not going to arrest Dorian, then you gotta let her go. That's the law.
Cassie, I've cried my last tear over David. I mean it.
Well, good, because I'm not going to waste any more on my mother either. Not from now on.
Cassie, you honestly didn't know.
Oh, sweetie, no. No, she fooled me too. I had no idea that my mother and David were carrying on behind everyone's back for months. No, you weren't the only one. You know, they're good at keeping secrets. I've got to give them that.
There's a few things I'd like to give him, and that's no secret.
Well, I don't know how they can live with themselves.
They deserve each other. Good riddance is what I say. Let them lie to each other and let them use each other and... Oh, God, see, Cassie, that is just like me. I'm always trusting the wrong person, and I make the same mistake.
Well, it's just what I do with my mother. I always think that she's going to be honest with me, and then she never is.
Well, she must have her appeal somewhere. But there's a part of me that just can't believe, won't believe, that he did this. How could he possibly choose to love her instead of me?
Mr. Vickers?
In the living room, Carlotta.
I don't mean to disturb you.
No, that's okay. What is it?
I'm ready to start dinner, but until I know when Mrs. Lord will be coming, I don't want to start cooking.
Well, I thought she should be back here by now, but Dorian is working on a very difficult problem right now.
The police have been here several times. They questioned me, but as far as I knew, she just disappeared. They were very angry.
That's all over with now. No more police, I promise. Why don't you start dinner now, Carlotta? I'm starving.
Yes, sir.
Carlotta, everything's gonna work out just fine with Dorian. You'll see.
Thank you.
What is taking so long? Finally. Don't worry, Carlotta. I'll get it. I'm sure you're busy.
Wow.
Sorry, can I help you?
You bet you can. I'm Kelly. Kelly Kramer. I'm your niece. I mean, I'm Dorian's niece. I'm your niece-in-law. Isn't that cool? Is Aunt Dorian here? I heard that she's back.
Look. I think whatever you heard wrong because she's not here, and I've never heard of you.
Well, that's because I've been in Paris my whole life. I just got into town. My mom's Melinda. You must have heard of her.
Dorian's sister?
My mom's in the nut house, okay? Aunt Dorian has always paid for everything, for my mom and me. I heard you were gorgeous, but they didn't say how gorgeous.
Yep, you're Dorian's niece, all right.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen her since I was a little girl, but I've heard all the stories. But we have plenty of time to catch up. Once I move in.
Move in here? With us?
But yeah, that's why they sent me.
Who sent you?
The nuns. Well, Dorian's been away, so I've been staying with Cassie and Andrew. And you can imagine what that has been like. This is where I belong.
Listen, I think you might want to talk to your aunt before you make all these plans, because there might be a snag.
Snag?
That's right, as in I wouldn't pack up my bags and move out of that rectory just yet.
Why? Not.
Dorian and I are still on our honeymoon. Do you get that? Honeymoon?
Oh.
Oh.
I got it.
Okay, so you run on back to that rectory.
Wait.
Come on. No, I said not tonight, Carrie.
Kelly.
Okay, right, whatever. You come back another time, but not tonight.
Oh. Well, he's definitely hot. But Tina's right. He's mean. Mean but hot. Uncle David.
Say that again.
I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. Don't you know it? Don't you feel it?
I do. Sometimes I think I just can't.
Don't ever forget. Please always remember how much I adore you. I would never want to leave you. Would you make love to me? But make love to me as if it were the last time. The very last time ever.
No. You liar. It was all a lie. All of it.
To tell you the truth, I don't really know what Hank and Bo are planning for Dorian now.
What do you mean?
Well, things didn't quite go as they had expected them to, and I'm not sure that arrest is even an option anymore.
Why not? I mean, with your sworn statement that Dorian made a confession, that's all they need, isn't it?
I told them that I couldn't testify.
What?
I cannot swear that Dorian admitted to killing my father, and that's a fact.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why can't you swear to it? You said that's what Dorian told you.
Oh, yes.
Well, Bo, what's going on here?
Dorian.
Yes, Nora?
The district attorney has something he would like you to say.
The Commonwealth has decided not to reopen the case.
Oh. Well, that's wonderful. Does that mean that I can go free?
That's right, Dorian, you're released, for now. But don't you even think about crossing the county line. You stay right here in Lantano County. Understood?
Trust me, Bo. I've been away from home for so long, I never want to leave Landview again. Especially now with a brand new husband who is waiting at home for me, and I can't wait to tell him the good news. Darling David. Nora, coming. Can I drop you?
Not before I drop you.
I beg your pardon?
As of now, you will no longer have representation. Find yourself another lawyer and don't bother to ask me again.
Nora.
All right. Somebody tell me what's going on. Vicky?
Oh, not now, Clint, please, just not now. I'm just exhausted. I can't even begin to tell you what I've been through.
Exhausted or not,
Bo will fill you in, all right? I need to get off my feet, and I need to see my son, Bo. I am so terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I have to go home. I have to see how Joey is.
Vicky, wait.
We did it. Everything is working out so far. Let's see, all I really have left to do is get my hands on that diary. My story was very convincing, and I delivered it really rather well. After all, who knows Victoria better than Clint? Letting Dorian go has definitely raised some questions. I'm going to have to be very careful, especially with Clint.
There was no warning at all? She just changed her story?
Clint, you know what we know. Suddenly, Vicky's not sure that she heard Dorian make a confession.
Well, it just doesn't make any sense.
That's what I say.
It's funny.
What?
It's just a feeling. Vicky wants justice. She's very insistent about that.
But?
I don't know. Nailing Dorian just doesn't seem to be all that important to Vicky anymore.
I don't like this. I don't like what I'm hearing.
Join the club, buddy.
Something's happening to her. I can feel it. And I aim to find out what it is.
Mrs. Lord.
Yes, Carlotta, I'm home. Oh, I miss my house so much, my garden. And of course you.
I've missed you too. It hasn't been the same without you. I've been so worried.
Oh, I'm sure you missed all my endless barking orders.
It's been much too quiet without you.
Oh, well, I'll remind you of that in a week. Now, how is everything around the house? Is it
All the same, todo está bien. I kept everything just...
Hi, honey.
It's been so long. So many questions.
all in good time, Carlotta?
Está bien, señora. I'll have dinner ready very soon. I'm sure you have much to say to each other. I'm glad you're home.
I'm glad I'm home, too. And it looks like I'm going to stay home.
So it went well?
Yes, it went exactly as we'd hoped. Well, as I'd hoped.
No. As we hoped, Dorian. Remember, we're a team now.
How could I forget?
So, allow me. So they tried, but they couldn't hold you.
Yes, and it did rankle. I actually had fun once I was sure how the game was going to be played out.
Are you sure?
Well, one can't be certain, but it looks as if the nightmare is over. David, I think we're home free. Would you get that? I don't think I'm in.
Of course.
Where is she?